Aaron, 3 points today against Portishead, but a bit of a frustrating one.
Yeah, it was always going to be. Portishead are a good team, and we know that from playing them in the FA Cup previously and at our ground. And they've got some really good players. They're solid in a tackle. They actually play really nice football, and they're going forward. They have some really good attacking players as well. And as a unit, they're really hard to break down. So we knew they were going to be tough. So yeah, I'm really pleased to come here. First half we weren't on it, not good enough. I think we struggled with the pitch. It was a bit bobbly and it meant that we couldn't play the way that we want to play. But then actually we made some changes at half time, came out, and yeah, I'm really chuffed to keep a clean sheet against a good team and score 2 great goals by Brit.
It's definitely a game of two halves here today. That first half, what was going through your mind during it? Because a lot of the play wasn't that great. It was a very big battle in that midfield as well between the two sides.
Yeah, it was, but it wasn't being played through the middle really. Like, you know, in the middle of the pitch, it was. We were trying to talk to them and say, listen, on this sort of pitch, you can't take 3 touches because you're going to get clattered. And we had to take 3 touches because we just couldn't get hold of the ball on the bobbles on the pitch. But that being said, I think the second half of the first half, we sort of got on it a little bit. I think Kelly Warren got on the ball loads in the middle and started playing it really simple, which was really good to see. I think second half, Summer played outstandingly well second half going forward. So yeah, it was frustrating, but listen, we've travelled a long way. I don't think our warm-up was amazing, if I'm honest. I think it's that end of season feel, so we had to sort of G them up a little bit. But they've got a cup final to look forward to, and who wants to play in that cup final has to play well in the league games, and I think the second half they realised that and upped their game a bit.
And then we go into that second half and it definitely seemed things changed, and you made a couple of changes at the break. Was that in mind in order to sort of increase the intensity?
Honestly, there had a few people being late because the traffic was horrendous and issues at home and etc. and flat tyres. So it meant that we had to change our squad around, and full compliment to all the girls, because we've changed our squad half hour before kick-off, or half hour before, half hour before kick-off. So some of the players that started were due to be on the bench and vice versa. So it meant that over the next 3 games, we've got to try and protect players. Got 3 games in a week, got to protect players, got players that have come back from COVID, players that have come back from long-term injuries, and we've had to throw them on because people were late through no fault of their own. So it was a bit annoying, but I think that they've reacted really well to that and showed actually, even though it was last-minute change, the presentation we do before the game had to be completely redone within about 2 minutes, so Craig and Lee worked really hard on that. So yeah, these things are sent to test us, and I think we got through it really well.
And what a performance as well by Brit in that second half. Her goals were superbly taken. I mean, she could have had a hat-trick as well, but denied by the offside flag, but great performance.
Yeah, amazing performance. You're out with COVID, she's missed 3 weeks. What a great performance and what great goals. Both goals were finished really well. Quality, the belief she's got in herself to take it on from where she did, like 2 great volleys over the keeper's head as well. So yeah, outstanding. She deserves it. And to come back and play 90 minutes after coming back from COVID shows what a great player she is and how fit she is within herself. And I think second half, Summer, again, first half wasn't great for us, and we can talk honestly about that. And I think second half she's come out and she's been, probably one of our best players on the pitch. And I think what a great second half she's had. So her and Britt and Chesh today, what a great leader. Those 3 were the standouts for us and our top 3 players of the game, and they're well deserved.
And you talked there about sort of having to protect players, the rotations that you're having to make. Did it show as well by the fact that you had to make a final change today with bringing on Maddie, who is down as a goalkeeper, but you had to stick her on today? Well,
Craig, the goalie coach, was going, go on, put her on. And I knew, and this is my big failing, I'm too nice, and I don't want players sat on the bench not playing minutes, and it's something I've always done as a manager, and I've always tried to get players on and play minutes because, as a player myself, I don't want to sit there watching other people playing. I want to be on there playing, and I know how it feels. So I've done it a few times where I've made the last outfield sub, and someone goes down injured, and today it was Bertie's turn. So I made the sub, and after about 10 seconds, after asking everyone's all right, Bertie gets cramp, and then we had to make a choice. And Maddie's come on, great keeper. She's come on up front and done a great job, and she nearly got a goal, funny enough. And I don't think Wernham was happy because Wernham could have finished it, but great great effort from Maddie, and great support from all the other players, to support Maddie. So yeah, brilliant. I asked for a player of the game and I was told she's not allowed to have it. She needs to play 5 minutes on pitch.
And now you've got a quick turnaround, very quick, because it's a midweek game, but usually we play on Wednesday, but this time it's Tuesday. So how are you feeling heading into that game against Paul?
Yeah, good. I mean, we can finish second now if we win our games. Exeter, great win today against Bournemouth. So it means that, if we can win our next 2 games against Portishead Town and Lark Hall, it means that we can go into our Exeter game, fighting for second place, I think, on goal difference. So yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait. It's good because you're worried. You've got the last couple of games of the season. You're not playing for anything. I just hope that. Well, I don't hope. I know we will. We'll turn up on Tuesday, and we'll play as well as we did in that second half. It doesn't matter. It's a night game. We train on a Tuesday night anyway, so it's no different. The sort of environment that we've built, and we've had training games on Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, Wednesday nights throughout the season to try and get us ready for anything. So yeah, I'm not worried about it. It'll be good for Portishead Town because it's interesting for us to see how we play at their ground. I've not played at New Milton before, so it's nice to see that pitch. So yeah, fingers crossed we can get through it with no injuries, ready for the game against Lark Hall on Sunday.